Good morning students. Today we start fourth chapter in Science 1, Effects of Electric Current. In this chapter we want to see energy transfer in electric circuit. Energy transfer in electric circuit. Second point, heating effects of electric current. Heating effects of electric current. And third point, magnetic effects of electric current. Magnetic effects of electric current. Now see, can you recall how do we decide that given material is a good conductor of electricity or is an insulator? Means you give some metal material. How can you decide that this material is good conductor of electricity or not? Means it is insulator, means current is not flowing in that material. How can you decide? See, metals like silver, gold, aluminium, copper. These we say that the metals like aluminium, gold, silver, copper are the good conductors of the electric current. Why? Because the low electrical resistance of that metals, these metals are the good conductors of electricity. Good conductor of electricity. While as because of the extremely high electrical resistance, the materials like wood, glass, rubber are the insulators. All of you clear it? How we decide the material given to you are the good conductors or the insulators? Which material you have? Means suppose you have the material like aluminium, copper, silver. These materials are the good conductors of the electricity because of their low resistance electrical resistance, because of their low electrical resistance. These metals are the good conductor of the electricity, but the materials like rubber, wood, glass, because of the extremely high electrical resistance, these materials are the bad conductors or the insulators of the electricity. Okay. Now see, next is that iron is conductor of electricity. Iron is a good conductor of electricity. From iron material, current electricity flows very well. But when we take a piece of metal or iron metal from the ground, we not get shock. We not get electric shock. Why is it so? Because when we pick up a piece of iron from ground, resting on the ground, we don't get electric shock because this piece does not carry electric current at that time, because this falling piece does not carry electric current at that time, so we doesn't get shocked by that metal of iron piece, by that piece of iron metal. Okay. Now see, in your textbook, we have learned in earlier standards about static electricity. We performed various experiments regarding negatively and positively charged objects. The reason behind the object becoming positively and negatively charged is the transfer of negatively charged particles from one object to another object. In previous standard, we also studied about electric current. Means in 9th standard, all of you know that the static energy, all of you learn that about the static electric energy, and by performing the various experiments, you know that the negatively and positive, because of the negatively and positively charged in the objects, there will be current flow by the because of the positively and negatively charged particles. And because of that, the positively and negatively charged particles, transfer of electricity takes place in that object, and these objects transfer electricity from one object to another object. Because of the negatively charged and positively charged particles, these objects transfer electrical energy from one object to another object. And you also studied about the electric current in the 9th standard. Now see, in this chapter we will study about the electric current flowing through a conducting wire. In this chapter we want to see the electric current passing through a conducting wire and current flowing through a resistor R. Current flowing through a resistor R and electromagnetic induction, electric motor and generator. All of you know that this electromagnetic induction, electric motor, generator, these appliances you know that, and from that appliances how the electric current passes we want to see in this chapter. Here given some home appliances here, some appliances given here, machines given here. You see that fan है, टेबल लैंप है. इसमें क्या होता है देखो, व्हाट डू यू ऑब्जर्व इन द फॉलोइंग पिक्चर. इलेक्ट्रिक करंट पासेस थ्रू एंड विच एनर्जी कन्वर्टेड इनटू इलेक्ट्रिसिटी. ये तुम लोगों को ऑब्जर्व करना है. नाउ सी एनर्जी ट्रांसफर इन ए इलेक्ट्रिक सर्किट. हाउ द एनर्जी ट्रांसफर इन अ इलेक्ट्रिक सर्किट. इलेक्ट्रिक सर्किट में एनर्जी ट्रांसफर कैसी होती है ये हमें देखना है. इसीलिए एक एक्सपेरिमेंट दिया है. देखो, which material we want to see? Materials, connecting wires, electric cells, electrical resistors, voltmeter, ammeter and plug key. Connecting wires, electric cells, electrical resistors, voltmeter, ammeter and plug key. Procedure दिया है. Connect the circuit as shown in the accompanying figure 4.2. After taking the components with proper values, measure the current I. Also measure the potential difference V, A and B between the two ends of connecting wire A and B of the resistance. The potential at A is higher than the potential at B, as the point A is connected to the positive electrode and the point B is connected to the negative electrode of the same. You see the figure 4.2 on the page number 48 in your textbook. Figure 4.2 on the page number 48 in your textbook. This is an electric circuit, collecting electric circuit. Here given the connecting wire AB. Seen figure connecting wire AB. R is the resistance, V is the voltmeter. VAB means potential difference between the A and B. VAB means what? Potential difference between A and B. Here given cell, join the cell, plus minus दिया है. This is the cell. और ब्रैकेट दिया है और डॉट है मीन्स क्या? प्लग की है वो की. I is the current passing through that circuit. I is the current passing through that circuit. All of you understood this circuit? See, again I explain. You see that electric circuit. AB is the connecting wire. Okay, AB is the connecting wire. R सब हम तुम लोगों ने 9th स्टैंडर्ड में देखा है, सीखा है. साइंस, which science indicates what? R is the resistance, V is the voltmeter, A is the ammeter. A ammeter. Here given plug की ब्रैकेट में डॉट करके दिया है, वो क्या है? प्लग की है. I करंट फ्लोइंग थ्रू दैट वायर. सेल है वो, सेल जोड़ा है वो. VAB means what? Potential difference between the 2 points of the A, B, 2 ends of the A and B. Now see, if a charge Q flows from A to B, A to B, A वायर से Q चार्ज फ्लो हो रहा है, करंट पास हो रहा है. वर्क V AB, Q has been done on Q while going from A to B. Refer the chapter 3. From where does the energy come to this work? The source of energy is the cell. The cell gives the energy through the charge Q to the resistance where work P AB. Q is performed if the charge Q flows through from A to B in time t, that is the work is performed in time t. Then during that time, the energy VAB Q is given to the resistor. What saying here? Q is the charge flowing that from that wire from A to B. V is the potential difference. Q has been done while that going from the A to B, and energy work on that wire is the Q. And the source of the cell, here given the cell, that cell is connected in that circuit. Now Q is the charge and V is the potential difference. Means in that resistance, Q charge to the resistors work where work V AB is performed, Q is performed in that wire. Q चार्ज वायर से क्या होता है, जब V ए बी इज द पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस रहेगा तभी Q इतना वर्क परफॉर्म होता है, उस वायर से Q इतना वर्क परफॉर्म होता है इन टाइम T, इन टाइम T टाइम में उतना Q इतना चार्ज उसमें से फ्लो होता है, वर्क परफॉर्म होता है. एंड दिस इज गिवन इन द रजिस्टर R. दिस इज गिवन इन द रजिस्टर R. नाउ सी व्हाट हैपेंस टू दिस एनर्जी. This energy is received by the resistor and is converted into heat energy. Q work is done in time T. This work Q done is transferred into the heat energy from the resistor R. This energy is received by the resistor R and it is converted into heat energy. It is converted into the heat energy. And the temperature of the resistance is increased. At that time, the temperature of the resistance also increases. All of you understood? See what I say again. What happens when the Q charge is flowing from that wire AB, potential difference V, AB and Q is transferred there in the resistor R. Then what happens? See, when the energy is received by this resistance R, it is converted into heat energy. It is converted into heat energy, and at that time the temperature of the resistance increases. At that time the temperature of the resistance is increases. Now see, in the circuit the resistance is replaced by a motor. In which form will the energy given by the cell get transferred into? If you place रेजिस्टेंस की जगह तुम लोगों ने उधर मोटर रखी तो तुम लोग क्या होगा, ये सब इधर दिए. मोटर हम लोग कैसे, मोटर की पावर हम लोग P से इंडिकेट करते हैं. मोटर यू नो इलेक्ट्रिकल मोटर, उसे हम इलेक्ट्रिकल पावर P से इंडिकेट करते हैं. तो पावर P, इलेक्ट्रिकल पावर P इज इक्वल टू एनर्जी अपॉन टाइम रिक्वायर्ड. हाउ मच एनर्जी इज ट्रांसफर्ड इन दैट एट दैट टाइम means power P is equal to energy upon time required. Means VAB means potential difference, and Q is the charge upon time T is equal to VAB, and I is the current. This is the equation 1. Therefore, if there is a Q upon T is equal to I, Q upon T is equal to I. The source of energy the cell gives in time T, the energy P into T to the resistors. Here source of energy is the cell. What source of energy is the cell, and energy is given in time T. So P into T is equal to the resistor. If the I is the current flowing through that circuit continuously and the heat is produced in that resistor, T will be H is equal to, H means what? Heat is equal to P into power into T is equal to V. AB means potential difference into I, current into time T. Say again, if cell is the energy source in that circuit and energy gives in time T, the energy is P into T means the time required for the energy passing through that resistor. If I is the current flowing through the continuously through that circuit and heat is produced, how much heat is produced in that resistor at time T? How we calculate here? H is equal to P into T. H is the heat, P into P energy means power, T time दैट पावर जनरेट करने के लिए, एनर्जी जनरेट करने के लिए जितना टाइम लगता है उस टाइम में जितनी हीट एनर्जी जनरेट हो गई है, पावर जनरेट हो गई, ओ पावर P into T is equal to V. V is the potential difference between the 2 points of AB, between the points A and B, and I is the current passes through that wire, and T is the time. This is the equation second. Now according to the Ohm's law, P is equal to I into R. Potential difference is equal to current passes through into resistance. This learn in 9th standard. Now H is equal to means heat is equal to V square into 1 T upon R. This is equation 4. H heat is equal to V square means potential difference square into T upon R. Similarly, H is equal to I into R into T is equal to I square. I means current. I square into R T, resistance into time. Okay. Now H is equal to F I square into R into T is called the Joule's law of heating. H heat is equal to I square current square into R resistance into time T is called Joule's law of heating. Now unit of this electrical power P is equal to volt into ampere. Volt is the unit of the potential difference, while ampere is the unit of the current. So P is equal to V into I means volt into ampere. Now 1 volt into 1 ampere is equal to 1 joule upon 1 coulomb. 1 volt into 1 ampere is equal to 1 joule upon 1 coulomb into 1 coulomb upon 1 second means in time T time. Therefore 1 joule upon 1 second is equal to 1 watt. 1 joule upon 1 second is equal to 1 watt, and thus the unit of electrical power is the 1 watt. 1 watt. The unit of the electrical power is the 1 watt. Okay, all of you clear it? Again here, unit of electrical power P is the electrical power means V is the potential difference, VAB is the potential difference, I into I current is equal to volt into ampere. Volt, what is the volt? Volt is the unit of the potential difference and ampere is the unit of the current. Therefore 1 volt into 1 ampere is equal to 1 joule upon 1 coulomb. 1 joule upon 1 coulomb into 1 coulomb upon 1 second. 1 second means time. Therefore 1 joule upon 1 second is equal to watt. 1 watt, and the watt is the unit of the electric power. 1 watt is the unit of the electric power. Okay. If you have doubt, you ask me. You write this equation. This is your homework. Draw the diagram of electric circuit and write this equation for the electrical power and unit of electrical power. This equation you write and you read it again and again, then you understood what say in that. If you observe the electric circuit diagram again and again, you understood that. If you have any doubt, you ask me. We stop here. Thank you. Do your homework. What's the homework you understood? Write the equation for the electrical power and unit of electrical power. You want to do this homework. Okay, here we stop. Thank you.